the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again.
Oh, say that sorrow banner away. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here, along with Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. Happy you could join us. Earlier in the season, the Golden State Warriors ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green. On defense, the Warriors. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, they were really in a funk field, guys. Credit the defense, definitely, but even when they got open looks, they were not hitting.
Hey, Steve, me and you flub up words and misstate things on occasion. So do these players have bad nights. It happens.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Golden State. First quarter, just over a minute played. Curry with a wide-open look. LeBron grabs the miss.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Kept alive. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Mozgov dishes to James. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. And here's James outside. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Smith's got 5.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Smith!
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. LeBron James, number 1.
You hear the term point forward thrown around quite a bit, and I think it really applies to him. He's an excellent passer from that position.
Yeah, the offense basically runs through him, maybe more so than any other small forward in the league. I mean, he's counted on as their setup guy, and he delivers the goods more times than not.
And here is Curry after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Curry kicks to Barnes. Here's the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game. That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Irving double team. A 3-ball. Cleveland gets it back. Love the pass to James. There's the feed to Smith. Irving for 3. Fires from deep. And it's good.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
What's that up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range?
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of this club out there. And it looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
LeBron outside. Launches a 3. Another miss by James. Warriors trail by 10. Curry with a wide open look. Again, Curry missing.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Smith's shot is good.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Already they have 8 second chance points here in the first quarter.
Curry with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Outside Irving. Stolen by Thompson. High arcing shot. Good. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Defensive
And
foul.
some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for
That's
Cleveland.
his second
They
personal
didn't waste
foul.
any time getting into the groove out there.
foul.
They're dialed in from long range.
Shooting for Cleveland.
The other thing they've had going for him tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks. He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Barnes kicks to Curry. On the wing, Green. Really struggled in the loss against Cleveland. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm. Getting it done offensively, guys. 5 for his first 7 shots. Not bad.
Smith.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot.
Thompson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Smith dishes to Mozgov. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Love.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to
With the
run away
pass.
with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
On its way from Irving for 2. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
The moment here now to see the numbers for Andre Iguodala. How the second half is shaped up for him. He's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers. But I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
The Warriors making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. All right, now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Cleveland. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course, the Raptors right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
With the pass.
I think for Cleveland, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
12 seconds on the shot clock. 12.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Not
Backcourt
much on the line
violation.
there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Substitution for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson.
Cleveland leading by 22. Outside Irving. For Cleveland, they have found 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw, no good.
That's his first
A different
personal
look now
foul.
for Cleveland.
Penalty
Parrish
situation.
comes in for Kevin Love.
Shooting.
And that's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. And here we go with Andre Iguodala. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Again, Holiday missing. And even 3-on-3 break. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out. LeBron against Lee. And stolen by James.
That
Look out below.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Shumpert with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Shumpert, no good. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And again, unable to change momentum here. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack.
With the pass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And here's James outside. Up again. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Yeah, they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
That'll be a 5-second call.
With the number of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Yeah, but it's still early, guys. They just need to be a little more disciplined at that end of the floor.
And finished off by LeBron.
And how sweet a play was that?
Sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Again, Shumpert missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Hooked away, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected. And playing 5 can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
The Warriors making a switch
Klay
here.
Thompson. Stephen Curry.
Thompson passes to Curry. On, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors. Now let Shumpert go all the way. Oh!
Wow. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra
With the
show
pass.
there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
They haven't had an answer so far in the first.
And the Warriors miss again from past the arc. And Verajao kicks to Shumpert. Cleveland moving it around. 3-pointer. The kick out to LeBron. Dellavedova dishes to Shumpert from downtown. And yes, sir, that one drops. Shumpert's got 9 points.
Second chance points again. A big problem for this team.
Well, they've been sleepwalking a bit. You think they'd wake up at some point, but they just keep letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and board.
The three from Barnes. Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. It's Thompson off the drive. Out to Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova. And another three for Cleveland.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight.
Matthew
And far superior.
Dellavedova.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Now James. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Verjao can't hit. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, Curry missing.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me. Doing a great job here, able to create some second chance points with their extra effort and hustle.
Now here's Curry. He has 6 from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 9.
Guys, you just don't realize, maybe Steve does, but you can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
Clark, I think it's pretty easy, actually.
And here's Barnes for 3. No good. Here's Shumpert. The shot is off. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Smith is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
That's going to be over his head. Not watching for the line that time. Here's LeBron, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
With the pass.
Never has been, never will. He's a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Cavaliers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Irving with a clean look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving. Curry wide open. Curry with another miss.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. You know, as soon as that shot goes up, you got to start boxing out then, before it hits the rim. They're getting beaten up on that glass.
Yeah, and you know, they'll be in good shape if they can eliminate some of these second chance opportunities.
Now here's Iguodala. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. Feeds it to Curry. From past the arc, again, Curry missing.
Kevin, I'll tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of the slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
Thompson outside. And the pass to Curry. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Remains Cleveland ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Love outside. Pass to Irving. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
There's the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Unbelievable.
How do you do that?
With the pass.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
Yeah, they can't keep the status quo at this point. They've got to make some changes.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And so here is Golden State. And here we go. Cavaliers running again.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
Got to get going. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. The shot's good from LeBron.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
From deep. Outside for Curry for the three. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Irving. Cavaliers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
Passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball. This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
Here comes Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. The Cavaliers pull it in. Irving's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the dunk by Smith.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for them. They can't afford to be playing so loose like that right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is when they need to tighten things up, firm things up, be more focused, not the other way around.
Irving from long range. Good, and the assist goes to James. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
And these two just going at it from deep now.
You know, it seems like what's going on here is anything you can do, I can do better territory.
Who's back up? James, the pass to Smith. The three. Love, the follow-up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 5%. But they've continued to let him fly.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
Kicks it to Iguodala. No good with the triple. And so here's Cleveland. Baseline J on the way. And James gets it to go on the assist by Love.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Smith kicks to Irving. Shoots the three. Curry with the defensive effort.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one. You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Smith, no luck.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Iguodala, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one misses. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Marion in for LeBron. Well, Cleveland shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Cans it from downtown. Smith's got 11 points in the quarter.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And they get it back. Here's Curry, and stolen by Irving. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Smith, and down it goes.
That's a J.R.
A wonderful assist.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
passes to Thompson. It's Curry outside. Can't get it to go. Smith with a wide open look. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Still Golden State ball. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 24.
Here comes Barnes. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland. That drops.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Smith with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Offensive rebound. That's tipped, but they get it back. Dishes it to Curry. From deep three-point range. Left side, Irving. Here's Varejao. Out to Marion. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here comes Barnes. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
Curry. Outside, can't hit, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Irving drives in. Smith dishes to Irving. Back to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around, shoots, and it's Sean Marion again missing.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Thompson misses. And for the Cavaliers, their shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% for the field. And Sean Marion with the slam.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, but he pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Curry.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
Iguodala with it. He's picked up by Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Henderson Varejao. For the Cavaliers, Shumpert is checked in for Marion. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And the Warriors miss again.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Here's Shumpert. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one goes.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave it that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on these.
And Curry, here we go. He feeds it to Barnes, and Thompson sends it back, and he gets it back. Lets the three fly. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his sixth rebound on the night. Shumpert gets a wide open look, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
You're right.
They've been careless and sloppy, and the turnovers have been a big problem.
Yeah, they've yielded 9 points off those turnovers, Clark, so I think that's the reason
That's
they're
his
trailing.
fourth personal foul. Third team
And
foul.
on the way from Irving for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 9 rebounds in the game. getting it done.
3. Harrison Barnes.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Cleveland. Ahead.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step later.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Smith. 8 rebounds and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is raining down the threes, guys. You know how much I love to see this.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Setting the floor for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Draymond Green is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Irving passes to Mozgov. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala.
That's his first
That is his
personal
first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here's Cleveland. Now here is Irving. 6 to shoot. Smith with a wide open look. Good, and he assists Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Curry wide open. Out to Thompson. On the wing, Iguodala. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Curry with another miss.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Irving kicks to Smith. There's the dish to Love. One deep. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And a moment to check out the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's had a great second half of this season. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
Irving with a clean look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 19 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him. He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Kept alive. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Will not go. This is off the front iron. James wide open, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Snatched up. Pass to Mozgov. And on the way from Irving for 3. Kicks it out to James. Again, James missing.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're... Looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Irving with it, picked up by Thompson. Irving dishes to Smith. Puts up a 3. Here's Mozgov. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Mozgov's got 6.
He's just going to punish you on the glass, and it's pretty deflating right now when you're trailing and you continue to give up second chance baskets.
Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And that's a record that I'd always thought would stand forever. No one's come close to it for decades.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. They get it again. Irving passes to Smith. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Smith with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Smith!
Here we go with Steph Curry, who's got 23. And the Warriors miss again.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the long end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Second team
Here's
foul.
Cleveland. They're on a 14-3 run. And on the way from Irving for 3, Curry with some nice D.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
LeBron James.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout this game?
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Second free throw, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork up here. Everybody's involved and engaged. Just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
And that's going to be a travel.
And now a look at the rankings for LeBron. 5th in scoring, 9th in assists, and there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, going back to a spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Green kicks to Thompson to end the drought, and it's sent back by Irving. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And again, LeBron missing. And here's Thompson. He has 5 from deep. Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Smith with a wide open look. Mozgov with the bucket.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him.
From deep, James, the putback, and J.R. Smith with the slam.
He is just tearing it up this quick. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just 1. Now he's got a bunch.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Mon Shumpert has come in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Green kicks to Curry. Offensive rebound. Barnes dishes to Green. It's Curry outside to stop the run. That's blocked. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Shumpert with the ball.
That's an
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
It's Curry outside, and the rejection by James. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 17 points for Amon Shumpert.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they're doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verjau's checked in. Here's the three. Warriors with the rebound. Green. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Warriors. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they're going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Spurs, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
They've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
That's an
Playoffs right around the corner. They are really excited to see just how far they can go. They only get so many chances to win it all, and they have to be in that conversation.
And the Warriors miss again.
Not sure what he was thinking there, because that was not a good shot.
Yeah, it would help if he was actually capable of making it stay in the range. He with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. Three of the last 5 baskets they've have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come. But
great positioning on the putback.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Shumpert slams it in.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by Thompson.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Verjau passes to Shumpert. Now, Green, averaging 14 points a game. Tries to snap the cold streak, and James pulls it down.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot, no matter what else was going on.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Off the inbound pass. That's good. James has got 22.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
And Holiday kicks to Livingston. Holiday dishes to Livingston. Here's Barbosa. And again, it's the Warriors missing. From deep. And it's Dellavedova missing. And here's Golden State. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass.
Shooting for Golden State.
In third, the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it's refreshing to see a team that attacks the offensive boards so hard and rebounds the ball at the other end, too.
That's off as well, so he misses both. They have been really controlling this one.
Well, now's not the time to get complacent. You've got to continue to put your foot on the gas pedal. I'd say that shot was well within his range.
With the pass.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Here is Livingston. Here's Barbosa. Lee passes to Livingston. Holiday with the 3. And that's going to be a travel.
In this quarter alone, already 7 points off turnover.
And that's why they're behind. They've been sloppy all quarter. It's really starting to cost them.
Got a nice one there from Dellavedova.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Dellavedova! Three-point line this half.
Livingston kicks to Barbosa. And it's Barbosa again missing.
He's really lacking in confidence out there.
Oh!
That's an Iron Shepherd slam. Thompson with the pass.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Lee, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. They'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You see the space he had? I mean, there's just an obvious speed disadvantage for the defender here.
Here's James, and finished off by Shumpert.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passing speeds have led directly to baskets.
Livingston. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. Seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Oh, they're rattled all right, and turnovers will kill you, especially with a team like this that can force turnovers and get out in transition.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he has to be frustrated by how his offense is flowing. I can't blame him. You know, they're getting good looks out there, but the shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. So this timeout might be a way to combat that.
Curry outside. Great D that time from Irving.
Patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can. And you can tell by how my bread stack up. In disguise it is that
Kevin Love out there with Mozgov. Then it's Miller. Then it's Jones. And it's Irving at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. They recover it. Thompson for 3. That one goes.
Klay Thompson.
Thompson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Warriors. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 23 rebounds.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be. Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot. And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Offensive rebound. Jones for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
James
Defenders
Jones
need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Curry dishes to Barnes. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
What a frustrating day. It's rubbed off on the rest of the team for sure. While they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Well, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
Took him no time at all on that one. 26 points for Steph Curry.
And he continues to shoot well after that blazing first half.
And here's Barnes for 3. Mozgov grabs the board.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Three-pointer. Miller, no luck. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Curry can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. To the paint, it's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Down low, Curry with it. Jones covering. Barnes passes to Green. From deep three-point range, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Jones from outside. And he gets it to go. Jones has got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Cavs.
You got to respect a player who can knock down shots like that, even with the defense right up in his jersey.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Lets it go with a 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 11 rebounds in the game. Curry kicks to Barnes. From deep, there's the block, but he stays with it. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Scooped up.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Thompson for the triple, and that one's good.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over him.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger, any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And here is Barnes. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
It makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different rookie. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Moscow. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Jones. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Out of bounds. Warriors ball.
Green with the ball. Here's Curry with the three. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Shumpert. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so here is Golden State. Barnes with it. Out left to the wing. Curry with a wide open look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
From deep three-point range, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Dellavedova. Stolen by Thompson. Barnes with it. Now defended by Varejao. Curry outside. And there's the rejection. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court from beyond the arc and then some. Shumpert's got 30 points.
Defense was trying to get back. That left him with a wide open three. Shumpert good to pass up.
Sees the alley-oop. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
On defense, the Cavaliers, and he's able to get it back. Here's Curry with the three.
The defense has really gotten into his head a little bit here. He's not playing with any kind of confidence right now.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Oh, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
Here's Dellavedova. Varejao dishes to Dellavedova from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Barnes has got his 16th rebound on the night. It's stolen by Green. He kicks to Barnes. Now here's Curry. Beyond the arc. Miller grabs the miss.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Well, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
That's his second
Down like
foul.
they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Now Irving. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Irving's got 21 in the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
For the finish, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
That's a 2 from Barnes, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
The feed to Mozgov. Trying his luck deep. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Fires for 3, and it's blocked by Love. Feeds it to James, and that one is hammered home.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, with a dead-eye shooter like him, it takes more than average defense to put a stop to it. It takes great defense, and even that might not be enough. Well, at this stage, you might as well have a seat and get off the floor. They've got no chance in this.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Nobody near Irving. And again, it's Cleveland. Here's Golden State. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Off target with his 3.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
And it's Thompson again missing. The Cavaliers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
14 foul.
Right side, Irving. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 29 in the game.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Livingston passes to Barnes. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Thompson. And here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-3 run right now. Love, no good. And here comes Iguodala.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep. The shot is off. Good D by LeBron.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Andre Iguodala. That's his second.
The first one falls. Whatever looks out for Cleveland. Anderson Varejao checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. And it's Golden State's ball.
Warriors call time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls. Most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. James comes in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Warriors, Bogut comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. Irving kicks to Smith. The fader. He dishes it to Mozgov. Love trying to break loose. And good. That thing was that time as it falls.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Cleveland.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James. What more, really, can you ask of a guy? I mean, when he comes out and gets a triple-double, making contributions all over the place tonight.
And Love gets it to go.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those home fans gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
And he gets it to go.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
That's
his third foul so far. On a situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. J.R. Smith hits them both.
Thank you, Cleveland!
And here are the Warriors now. Barbosa kicks to Thompson. Irving with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Takes a three. And it's Smith missing. Here comes Barnes.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
First team foul.
The steal.
Look out. And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Thompson from long range.
How about the effort we're seeing from him on the boards? He's already in double figures.
Yeah, more importantly, Steve, his rebounds are leading the team.
So he's